Hi everyone, today I'm planning to film some videos with some toroidal transformers. I have four of them. I have two for designed for 12 volts, and on this one I added a few more turns to get a higher voltage to power another transformer, but this is just for another videos that I already done, but I don't want to leave the transformer as it was from beginning, so I will still use it like this. You can see here, actually this is primary and this is secondary, and as a primary fuse it's probably, this is what is saying here, it's 1.25 amps. But in today's video I will use this one, and it's smaller one, and this one is basically the same thing, and it have here 0.8 amps probably fuse, and this one it's 150 volt ampere, and this is the power, but not in watts, for usually for transformer like this with which have copper wires. It should be multiplied with 0.8 to see the real watts of power, but it's around 100. So yeah, I don't mind shorting again the secondary wire for its nothing. I will do by myself another secondary, and I have three of them today, for I have one bigger, but that consumes a lot of power, and it's kind of the same thing like the final one. For I have this one, and this one it's designed to be used at 500 volt ampere, but this one generates around 65 volts here on the secondary, and the power is on bound by the same voltage on the primary. So this will be for the last video, for I'm planning to do 3 videos, for I want to do some experiments with them, and all of them in just one video will take too much time, and I don't want to do this. I better prefer to do 3 videos with them. So basically I have some wires, some copper wires. This one, from what I know, should be 10 square millimeters, and this one should be 6 square millimeters. If you are into electronics, you should know about wires, and I'm not using that American meter with average, for it's kinda more simply for me to use this. Okay, yep, it's 10 square millimeters this cable, and this one is 6. It's more easy for me to use this metric system. So I have here an abomination with four cables, and these ones are 10 square millimeters, and I have 4 of them wired in parallel, and I prepared them for transformers, but I can't really do much turns on this small transformer from here with these things, for they are actually big enough to don't allow me to do more turns on this small hole from here. And in today's video I will use my new multimeter. You probably saw the video. If you don't, you can check it. And yeah, I know with this one, for its better one, I should be more careful when I'm measuring things, like I did in the video when I unboxed it. I actually tried to measure the voltage from live voltage actually with this, and this is not for the voltages, for amps. So yeah, I can damage it by doing this, and I don't want that. For I want to keep it good as new, as much as I can actually. And I have these things here, but I can't really do much with them, just to test this this way. For I have these pins on it, but I can actually do this thing with this one, but I have this sleeve copper wires instead of it. For I'm not using one with one unifilar cable. I don't know if I'm saying it right or not, so sorry my English. But let's begin these videos, and I hope you will see all three of them, or probably all four of them if I'm deciding to take that big transformer. But it's kind of the same thing as I said with that one, which have 500 volt amps. And I don't really see why I should do this. So let's plug this in and turn on my multimeter. Okay, now I'm plugging this small transformer in, and here my multimeter is on the cable, but I want to show you the values, so this will be pretty hard for me to do. Let's see. Okay, already I'm getting over 100 volt, 100 amps, and this is on sleeve contact. If I'm pushing it hard, it should get higher. Yeah, 350 amps on just one turn, as you can see on oh my god, this cable is getting hot. One single turn with 10 square millimeters cable. But now I want to repeat the same thing, but with this one. This one is 6, as I said, 6 square millimeters. But I will try to do with both of them. Actually, I'm curious if I can just... yeah, I probably can't. But I will try to make some turns in this transformer with all of them. Actually, I probably need another wire here to make something. I will show you what I want to do. Okay, I got this thin copper part from a wire, and I will try to wire these 3 cables, and I will do this for I want to make turns with all of them at once, for it's more easy for me to film the entire thing more in less time, I guess. And please don't try to do this at home if you don't know what are you doing, for it's you can get harmed by this thing. You can get burns or maybe get electrocuted if you don't know what are you doing. I actually want to measure the voltage that I'm getting, but with just one turn I'm getting 0.6 volts on these transformers, and with 2 turns I'm getting around 1 volt, 1 and something. So it's very less. You can calculate by yourself what voltage I'm getting. Actually, in 3 turns I'm getting around 1.8 volts, and in 4 turns I'm getting 2.5. I don't know, I'm not sure why, but these are the values. You can calculate or estimate by yourself the actual voltages that I'm getting. Okay, so basically this should be just one turn if I'm leaving it in this way, but the most important thing is that this will be just half from one turn, for the cable will be like this. So I will need to do more turns actually, and this is kind of hard for me while I'm filming it, but yeah, I'm making these videos for you, so please appreciate that. Leave a comment, like, share, that will help me. Okay, and I'm curious actually to see how much amps I'm getting by doing this, for it's something new for me, for I've done actually some things like this in the past, but not in this way, with wires like this and transformers like this. Okay, now I basically have one real turn. I don't know how to film this actually to show you the values from this multimeter, but I will try my best. And now let's see. I should touch this firstly, and I'm getting these amps with just 6 square millimeters, 120 amps with one. This one should be the same thing. Why this one have much amps? Yeah, I'm not sure why. And now I will touch both of that 6 square millimeters cables. And now let's touch this 10 square millimeter cable. And as you can see here, I'm getting less amps, but now let's touch all of them. I can't do this the final stage for this 10 square millimeters cable is a little bit bigger than the other ones, so I hope you see something on this multimeter. Yeah, I'm getting some of this, some of power actually, and I'm trying now to do one more turn with them. For now I probably get doubled the amps in this way. Oh my gosh, the copper part from where I touching these cables actually is becoming hot, so probably I need to be more quicker when I'm touching these things. And I want to touch it firstly with sleeve connection, and okay, this is with sleeve connection on brown, sleeve connection on the blue one. Why blue one have more amps? For it's kind of the same cable, and from this 10 square millimeters one I'm getting this. But let's see how much amps I'm getting with 6 square millimeters. Okay, that's with a good contact, but let's see with both of them. So basically this should be like with 12 square millimeters. I can feel this thing is vibrating. I'm getting some higher amps. And now let's test just with this yellow one. And actually it's kind of the same power, but let's try now with all of them to see how much amps I'm getting. Okay, transformer started buzzing hard. Actually it's kind of fun, and I'm getting 500 550 100 volts amps. Now from what I know, if I will touch in this way, for now I added a new turn with this cable. If I'm touching this cable with this one, yeah, they will enter in short. For there is 1 volt difference between them, so they will just create a short if I'm touching them. So I need to just use this one now. So let's see. I can hear it, or it's buzzing. But oh my gosh, I can actually feel it, not just hear it. Okay, now the cable become too hot. I'm curious to see actually the power draw from live power while I'm doing this shit. Oh, it's 0.2 amps. So yeah, it's mostly like it's not a real power draw. Okay, the actual transformer, it's cold, but these cables, especially this yellow one, for I left it in short too much time, became hot, actually too hot to touch it. And as you can see, it's kinda squishy, but I will put them apart for next transformer. And now I want to test with this abomination to see how much amps that I will get. Actually, I cheated a bit and I've done already this thing with these cables with that 500 volt amps transformer, but just to see how this experiment will be for when I will film it. For I already done it before I started filming this thing, but yeah, I hope you will actually like it. It's kind of impressive, but I will don't say any result until I will film that to make you to watch to it. Okay, I can only go up to two turns on this thing, for these cables are not that thin like the other ones, and I probably need a bunch of help to stabilize a little bit this small transformer from here. Okay, I made a bigger abomination here. Okay, now I will put multimeter on this and let's touch. Okay, let's see. I'm getting on a sleeve contact around 400 amps, but let's try with good contact to see. Okay, basically on a good contact I'm getting over 600 amps and I already heated up the cables. Great. And just with two turns, as you can see, somehow I touched the isolation, so I made here a bunch of smoke. Great. I want to show you the amps. If I'm touching it harder, it goes over 600 amps, so my multimeter can't measure this value. So at this point, this is just a very powerful option, I guess. I have an idea, but this is very stupid. I want to actually power this cable on in this transformer and to put it in this one to see if in short I will get the same amount of power draw. For I actually want to see if I can power the other transformer with this shit. Actually, no. In this configuration, it draws around 2 amps. Just 2 amps. But if I'm touching the cables... Oh my gosh. Okay, this thing turned off. Okay, if I'm touching the output from the other transformer, it consumes a lot of power, but here I should have higher voltage. Okay, I'm curious to see if I can wire these things somehow in series and to see if I'm getting higher load. And this should be happening. Okay, so basically I can do this to power the transformer on for at this point, these cables just are creating a very high electromagnetic field. So yeah, now here I probably okay, I have here a high voltage, a very high voltage, but I'm curious to see how high this voltage is. So I need another two contacts from here if I can find them. Yeah, I found them. And I want to see if I can measure the voltage with my multimeter. I'm curious to see how much volts did I get, that I'm getting if this shit. I don't expect very much voltage. My English as usual. AC volts, right? I hope I will not blow this multimeter. For it is very possible, yeah, it's very possible for with these abominations, I guess. Okay, so now I will just leave this here for you to see the voltage that I'm getting. Just 45 volts. This can be possible. I think I should be wiring this thing backwards. So probably now is it in series? I don't know. Yeah, probably now it is. So let's see the voltage. Yeah, now it is in series. So I'm getting 230 volts by just doing this shit from here. Just with one turn with these cables. And at I'm curious to see at this power draw how much amps did I'm getting in this part from here. For I'm drawing around 600 amps on this one turn from here. So I'm curious to see how much amps did I'm getting on this part if I'm touching this. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I'm getting 4 amps. And you can see the cable here is moving. Why it don't move anymore? I destroyed the cable. Oh, all of them are moving. Fine. So basically, this thing should be able to power my amplifier on. So let's play some music. I hope I don't get copyright on this part. If I'm getting copyright on this part, I will be sad and I will actually remove the song. But the amp will be with a low volume, so I guess it will don't be a problem. For this transformer can power it on. Actually, I guess. Okay. Let's see. Why it don't power on? How this amplifier should be opened? Okay, I'm guessing these cables are not working properly. Yeah, even I wanted to touch them to make short, they don't work properly. Probably something from here or from the cable itself. Yeah, probably. I don't know. Actually, I don't know what to say, so I will clean this cable from here. I hope I don't blow up the other transformer. For that will be very sad. I will just try to clean these cables from here. For this seems to me like it's just a cable fault, for it's kinda dirty from the shorts I've made in the past on it. And this one, I don't know why it's like this. Okay, now it should be working right. Let's see in what point is the song. Or maybe the amp will don't power on anymore, for actually shorted by accident. This amp. So now let's see. No, I'm not getting any sparks. And let's see if this is actually powered on. Yeah, it draws power. So there may be is a problem with wire itself from the transformer. I ripped the wire from the actual transformer. I can't believe it. Okay, now it works. Yeah, probably was just fail from the wire. Okay, in this way my amplifier is not turned on. Now it's turned on. It works. So this is kinda impressive. I created something impressive, I think. I can't really measure, I guess, how much power did here circulate through this cable. I actually want to measure this thing, but I don't know if I can. Let's see. Okay, I can measure, but you can't see it. Let's see, actually, for fun, how much amps did this thing take to power on my. Why now it's. Oh, it's unplugged. Yeah. Now the transformer is already plugged, and let's see how this thing will go. Over 100 amps, 150 amps for a low volume. I'm guessing that it's not that good for the transformer either, and for the cables. For I'm drawing too much power to do this thing. But actually the transformer don't have any problem, I guess. But just with one turn on this big toroidal transformer, I'm getting around 230 volts just with one turn from these cables, and they are going at 1 volt. So at this point I'm getting high voltage, I think. Yeah, I know it's not high voltage, like more than 35 kilovolts. It's high voltage from normal low power things. It's like the grid power, but with these cables from these transformers. So basically, if I'm putting these things in this way and I'm connecting these transformers with some wires like this. Here I'm getting some voltage to power electronics on. That's impressive. That's really impressive. Not kinda, it's really impressive. And I have some wires here, and I will probably try to do this thing. But after I'm filming the entire sheets that I want to film now with these transformers, but now I'm more interested in doing this than the other the other things that I want to film. So I have that bigger transformer, and I will probably keep this for this video that I want to film, for it's bigger. It have a bigger power, and I will try to do some turns between these transformers, and I want to see how it will go and what voltage I will get here. For I'll be very impressed if I will get more than 230 volts actually. But if this thing was possible with just 2 turns from this small transformer, I'm guessing I will get higher voltage with this one. But I don't know if I should film the exact same thing with just 1, 2, or 3, and after all the cables on this one, for the result will be much likely the same with this one. So I will skip this transformer and I will just go straight to this one. For this one have kind of impressive results, for it's much bigger than the other ones, and I'm getting better results on it at amps actually. So I hope you liked this video, and see you next time with the video with this transformer.